Today we are going to do a practice outside, obviously. This practice is dedicated to all the people who have been through or lived around Angel Peak, which is behind me. It's an incredible place, and I'm very fortunate to be here today. So we are going to start by doing the mountain pose, taking a deep inhalation and exhaling deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. One more time. Bringing the right arm to the front. We're going to do wrist stretching, starting with the pinky. Remember to put your shoulders down. Ring fingers. Third. Keep breathing. Second. And one. And then the whole hand. Shoulders down. Keep breathing. Then we're going to open clockwise to the side. All the way down. Just give it a nice little stretch. And keep breathing. And then come back all the way and go inward. And then bring the hands down. Shake the hands. Do the other side. Pinky. Ring fingers. Third. Second. One. The whole hand. And then the ends. So open it. And then down. And then coming back all the way inward. And then shaking everything. And then we're going to take a little bit of a space between the leg. And we're going to go for a side stretch. Go to the right. Then coming back to the center, go to the left. Keep breathing. Bringing the front, the right foot to the front, the back, the left foot to the back. And then we're going to go a side stretch again. So right leg is on the front. And then from that position, we go all the way down. Breathing. This is a really nice IT bang stretch. Bending both knees, coming back up, all the way to a standing position. Opening the legs to the center and bring the right leg behind the left leg. Going for a side stretch. Keep breathing. And going all the way down to the floor. Just relaxing. Feeling that big, nice tension into the IT band. Relaxing that area. And then coming back up, opening the legs for like a second position. And on your hips, and then we're going to go down into a second position, sitting. So we try to have the hips a little bit forward and the core tight, so we are not back or too much forward. That will get your balance off, like I just did. Bring the arms out, palms up. Lifting right heel, lift heel, left heel, lifting both heel and down, going down a little further, warming up those quads. Lifting right heel, lifting left heel, lifting both heel and down. Bring your hands down to the hips again, going down further. And then going forward a little bit, down, like flat back. Looking down on the mat. Coming back up, bringing everything up, closing the legs, shaking the legs a little bit. Then we're going to do a triangle. So we're going to close the right foot to the left foot and opening the right foot. So the important thing about any triangles is that we need to have the heels right into the center of the foot, right? Then we go down and we start with warrior one. Breathing. Engage your breath, especially when you start to feel like a little tired. Get that oxygen down to those areas. Arms nice and equal. Nothing is perfect, especially if you don't see yourself. Bringing the right knee up and then going for a nice triangle, small one, and then relaxing the head. Just a hand on the knees, it's enough. And if you want, you can let the hip go and go all the way down. Looking up to the sun, to the sky, or going down and relaxing the neck. Breathing. Stay in the position, coming back, bending the leg, coming back to warrior one. And then bring the right elbow on top of the right knee and looking up. And then relaxing the head. Breathing. Coming back. And then we're going to switch over to the other side. So we're going to close the right foot, opening the right. And we want to have a nice big space so we have more stability. You know, if we're too small, we're unstable. Okay? And then we're going to bend the knees and start with warrior one. Shake your arms, shoulders down, and stay. Tighten up your abs a little bit to keep that control. Breathing. Coming back. And then we're going to do a small triangle. And then getting the head to relax. just on your knees, maintaining that hip. And then all the way down, letting the hip go. Relaxing the neck. Bending the knees, coming back up. Then we're going to get the elbow, bend the left elbow, left knee, and then looking up to the sky, and then relaxing the neck. Keep breathing. Breathing. Coming back up, closing your everything, shaking your legs. And then we're going to go to the chair pose. So chair pose, both feet are aligned. So when it's like sitting in a chair when there's no chair, right? So we're sitting down. We don't want to be up here too much. We don't want to try to sit really, and we want to tighten our abs a little bit. Hands up. I'll just go back this way now so you can see. And then bring the hands in prayers and staying a little bit lower. Breathing. And then bringing the left elbow on top of the right knee and just letting the head go. Breathing. Bring it to the center and then bringing that right elbow, left knee. And then coming back to the center. And then slowly unrolling the spine and pushing the glutes inward and your hips inward. Coming back, nice and safe for the back. Taking a deep inhalation. Another one. Last one. And then we're going to go down to our mat for downward dog. And then we're going to modify it, right? So downward dog, bringing both knees. I have a little bit of a branch over here, but we'll do fine. So both knees are aligned when we do downward dog, and then tuck our toes and we go up, right? And then when we up, we're going to have some trouble with our heels and our Achilles tendon, our calves. So what do? We just bend back and forth. Nice and easy. Trying to go and relax. Breathing. Stay where you are. Deep breath. If your heels are nice and on the floor, we can try to lift our toes a little bit. Lift our toes a little bit. Try to get this extra little stretching. Keep breathing. Bring the knees down. Then we're going to go into a small extended child pose to relax. Bring the arms around for eggs. Bring the head down. Coming back up. And then we're going to go back into a downward dog, but it's called the dolphin. So what we do is that we grasp both our elbows with our hands, right? Then we extend it like a little sphinx, right? And we make sure that we are as well as we can, right? And then we go up on the modify dolphin or downward dog modified. So when we're doing that, the heels will have a harder time to get down on the mat, right? Because we are lower. So from that position, we're going to bring the right leg up, or we stay where we are. Right leg up and down. Left leg up and down. Come back to your position, staying there. Breathing, bringing your abs in. Right leg up and down. Left leg up and down. And breathe. Right leg up and down. Left leg up and down. And breathe. Bring the knees down and go into extended child pose. And then bring the arms around for the egg. And just relaxing everything. Breathing. Coming back to a sitting position on orange. Just staying here, just relaxing a little bit. Then we're going to bring the arms to the side, and then we're going to bring one hand down and try to grab the other hand. I think it's called a cow, I can't remember. But it's a very nice stretch for the shoulders. Breathing. Opening the arms again, and I'm going to do the other side. One side will be a little easier or less. Coming back to the center, nice 2 rolls backward and then 2 rolls forward. And then we're gonna go and bring left hand on the right elbow and give a nice stretch to that elbow again. Everything can be stretched, and the body loves it. Your body will thank you for it. Then we're gonna go to the other side. And then coming back, 1 roll back, 2 rolls back, 1 roll forward, 2 rolls forward. And then we're going to come down on our mat. So we are going to work our core, like as I said before, very strong core is the way to do to have more strength and more flexibility and also more balance. And so we can advance in our practice when our core is very strong. So we're just going to start with the abs. So first we're going to bring our knees to our chest, clasping our hands and just give ourselves a nice little stretch for that spine. Breathing. So this time we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to start by doing some big circle with our legs. So remember, the key with abs is to have the lower back glued down. So if the lower back is lifting up and you are doing it, it's too difficult for you and you gotta make it smaller. Okay, so we're gonna bring the feet up, and then I'm gonna start doing some big circle. And when we go to the front, obviously we're tightening everything, right? So big circle or small circle, but that belly. So we first doing clockwise, right? We're going outward. Breathing. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face. Breathing. Then we're going to go the other way, so down first and opening. Breathing. Keep remembering to get that belly stuck to the floor, that lower back. Okay, when I come back to the center, bending the knees, bring the hands behind the head, and then we're going to bring the knees to the center and then get the left leg down and just hold it there all the way down. And we're keeping our head up, so we're getting engaged at upper belly. Then we're going to switch. Breathing. Switching again. Switching again. Keeping that the lower back. Switching again. Switching again. Bringing both feet. Bringing it inward. And then down. And then we're going to go 20 to the front. So again, when we do those crunch, right, what do? We exhale when we go up. So we're going to do 20. I'm not sure if I'll have 20 or 22 or 18, but we'll try. Then we go left elbow, right hip. We don't have to go very high, but we have to just feel that squeeze. Then right elbow, left hip. Last one, and then we're going to stay up there. And then we're going to just really squeeze and just stay there. And then bring the legs down. Just looking at our toes. A little higher. And then bring everything down. Bring the arms to the back. Inhale deeply. Extend everything and relax everything. One more time. One more time. Extend everything and relax. Feeling the blood flow down to the stomach, colons. Herbs are also part of a very cleansing method because when we do herbs, we're bringing a lot of flow and oxygen down in around those organs, so it's very beneficial. Elimination and assimilation. Okay, then we're going to come back. I'm going to turn to the side and we're going to work on the side plank. So side plank, there's different level. We can go onto the elbow like this, right? Or we can go on the arms. It's not very flat, but the arms just like that, right? The key is to not fall. The key is to get really all those obliques and all those muscles to the side to really. And then we're going to go the left foot to the front, extending the right foot, adjusting everything, right? That's one way. Or on your leg. Breathing. And then bring the leg to the front again, or staying where you are. And then coming back down, switching over to the other side. So again, there's different levels on the elbow, right? Or on your arms, find a flat stretch point, and then right foot to the front. And we're going up, right? Arms up, or ooh. Nice breeze. It's so quiet here. Bring the feet to the front, or staying where you are. And then coming back down. And then I'm going to go for a nice little forward bend. Breathing. We have to engage our breath. We have to remember to breathe. Especially if we are challenged. That's where we want to breathe the most. Distracting ourselves from the discomfort. And also bringing lots of oxygen to the areas. Alright, so now we're going to go and do a good old bridge to strengthen the core. So we did the abs, then we did some of the sides, then we're going to do glutes, right? So we go up, very easy, nothing very complicated there. Staying there. So then we're going to bring the left foot to the front and bring the right foot on top of left knee for a single bridge, single-legged bridge. And then bring it down. Left foot top of right knee. So every time we have to remember to push our little bridge back up, right? Breathing. Left foot down, right foot up. Coming back down. Left foot top of right knee. And down. And then we're going to bring the right leg up and grabbing it with the left hand. Modify bridge. Try to relax the right shoulders. And down. And then we're going to bring the right leg down, bring the left leg up, and grab it with that right hand. A little hard. We can also grab it with the knees, behind the knees or the ankle, right? And down. Then I'm going to do one more time. On the other side. Breathe and down. Off we go. And down. And then we're going to push that bridge way up. Way up, way up, way up. Relaxing everything, but not your glutes. Staying there. And then coming back down, breathing both knees to the chest and up onto the mat to an easy pose. Taking a moment here. Breathing. Breathing the right foot on top for half lotus. So right foot on top of left. So if we have trouble with opening our hips, right, we can always bring just the foot on the mat, and that's just enough. And then you go forward a little bit, right? Otherwise, here we go. Then we bring the other foot for full lotus. Then coming out of that position. Then I'm going to do the other side. Left foot on top of the right thighs. One side will be a little bit more open than the other. Then the other side. Or just stay where you are at your level. Hands on your knees if you can. Relaxing. Remember a owl sound, the owl sound. We have the om sound and we have the ah sound. So the owl sound is really a relaxing sound. So we always do that once in a while in our practice. We're just kind of letting go. That moment, that little gap. Then we undo the feet. Then now we're going to work on shoulder stand. So if you've never done shoulder stand, you should really have a friend or somebody with you and just be very careful. You know, those are a little bit more advanced pose and, you know, we don't want to get hurt. So the best. It's not very flat where I am, but that's okay. We're going to try to do the best we can. So also, we don't have to have it really straight, like, right? Because it's really hard on your neck. I mean, if you're young, it's fine, but when you get older, it gets a little funny. So anyway, so first we're going to bring ourselves and we're going to place our hands behind and bring our knees to our nose. That's our safety position right there, right? That's the way to go it. And then we're going to extend the leg, but I'm going to probably have a little bit of a bend. That's fine. We don't need to be like straight as arrows. It's okay. So inverted position are very good. Why? Because they completely reverse the natural way that we are, just with gravity is always down to the feet. And so when we're doing the opposite way, well, everything goes up to the brain. So it's very beneficial for your brain. So we are here. We're gonna do a half plow. Can never say this. Right foot to the back, and then the left leg is up in the sky. Coming back up, little bend is fine. Left foot down, right foot up to the sky. Coming back up. Then we're going to do both feet. Again, this is a more advanced position, right? So if we need to take a break, what do we do? Okay, I'm going to show you quickly. We bring our arms behind our legs, and then we bend the legs, and we go down. That's a very safe way to go down, right? And we left. So I'm going to go back up, and then go back to my plow. If you're on the plow, so then we're going to go put a little bit of the right with our feet, walking to the right, walking to the left. We don't need to have it straight, that's a very, very hard. So for me, sometimes I have a little bend in my knees, that's fine. So now we're going to go another way. We're going to bring our hands down as brakes. And then slowly we're going to unroll the spine back down. Very slowly, as much as we can. And bringing the knees to the chest. Arm to the side. I'm not going to put all the way out because there's a little bit of a desert dust. But anyway, then we're going to go to the left with a little twist. And then extending the arms. Right arm. So be careful that you're nice and stacked up on the left. Breathing. Then when you come back to the center, I'm wiggling a little bit there, then bringing the left to the knees to the right and opening the left arms outward. Now we really worked on our spine. We extended it like a nice big chain. Relaxing, breathing. Coming back, bring knees back to the chest, coming back up into easy pose. So unfortunately, I forgot my cushion. So we're going to do some breathing technique. So we're going to do Kapalabhati, which is we're always doing that in our practice, but today we'll also go do the whispering, what I call the whispering breathing. So whispering or whistling breathing. So first of all, we are going to grab a cushion and put it right under here. And the reason is that we want to be nice and straight. So I forgot my cushions, but that's okay. I'm going to try to stay nice and straight. So first we're going to take 3 deep inhalation. Another one. One more. Okay, so we're gonna inhale through the nose. We're gonna do 5 of those breathing. Inhale through the nose, and then we're gonna purse our lips and right. So when we pursing our lips and we exhaling, we're emptying everything, like everything, because some of the air when we're breathing, sometimes we also have air in the stomach. It's going all the way down. So we're really, when we're pushing the abs inward and we're emptying everything, we really are really emptying the lungs. So there's not remaining CO2 in there. So it's very good, very beneficial. Okay, so we're gonna do 5. Inhale to the nose. Last one. And resume normal breathing. Feeling the practice. What does it feel like? So now we are going to practice our capability breathing, which we do every time. And why we're doing that is because it's very beneficial. You know, yoga is about stretching, straightening, but it's also about controlling our breath. Be aware of where our breath comes and goes, and be attuned to it. So when we attune to breathing, we can control a little bit more anxiety and our emotion. Those are the culprit of our problems, our emotions. All right, so we're going to do 3 times 10 or 15. So remember, you know, we inhale through the nose and we exhale through the nose. Then we're pushing this bellying. If we need to, we may need to get a little bit of a tissue if our nose is a little bit clogged up. Right? So we'll do 10 or 15 of those. So just follow my voice. The best is to close your eyes. That's really the best thing to do when we're doing that practice. Then we're going to do our retention. So retention of breath again is extremely positive, and it's really good for strengthening your lungs so they can hold that oxygen and the muscle of the lungs also. So we're going to do it all, and then what it's going to do at the end, we'll do a little bit of a relaxation, meditation practice in that position, that sitting position, and with our cushion under our belly, under our tush, we should be good. We should still be there. If we need to stretch one leg, both leg, if we need to go into a chair, that's fine. We can do. The most important is to have the body sitting in the spine in the upright position. Okay. All right. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale to the belly and start. Last one. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale 3/4 and hold. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale to the belly. Second round. Last one. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale 3/4 and hold. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale to the belly. Last round. Last one. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale 3/4 and hold as long as you can. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. And resume normal breathing. So now that we have deeply oxygenated our body, we are feeling very relaxed. So we can either do two things. We can lay down for full relaxation, or we can stay sitting. I'm going to turn my back to you into easy pose and do a little bit of a meditation time or relaxation. So we have to choosing to relax down on the floor. Then we can feel the gravity, all the back, the legs, the head is pushing down the floor. And every time we're taking another breath, you're just letting go. We're going to do 3. If we choose then to stay on the sitting position, we're just going to stay there and just watching our breath coming in and out. And if we get distracted by thoughts, we can just come back to the breath, watching our breath coming in and out. Closing your eyes or 45-degree with your eyes open. Namaste.